I've been thinking about this. I have an idea for how to handle the rushing water problem. How deep is it? Is the first question.
How do you intend to determine that?
I can just get like a rock and a length of rope, something heavy and the length of rope, and just drop it into the water, and it will hit the bottom before the current takes it.
It gets carried away like immediately. Remember, Meepo in full armor is a good solid 50 pounds.
Which means it's
I have a sword.
Really deep.
You do have a sword.
I have a quarterstaff.
Anything you plunge into there will be ripped out of your hands.
Cool.
Okay, it travels 15 feet and disappears.
And then disappears, right? Because shard blade.
Okay,
so
cool.
you don't want to do that with a quarterstaff, though.
No.
Then that's actually good. Then if it's very, very deep, that's a good thing. And it fully submerged a Meepo, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'm just going to freeze the top foot of the water into ice, and so it's not so the water can still go underneath it. It still has enough pressure to push itself through that way.
Yeah.
But the top layer is a platform, and it's a foot. And it being a foot thick, that's enough to sustain a human's weight.
100%. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. How much space can you affect on a casting?
It says a 5-foot cube.
So a thing I do with repeated castings of cantrips is if it gets absurd, I might impose exhaustion at some point. Despite the fact that I know it's technically cantrips are an infinite resource, but like if you're doing cantrip for like minutes or hours on end, I might impose exhaustion. But yes, no, that makes perfect sense. You can totally make an ice platform where the water sort of flows under and you can walk over. Yes, that is a thing you can do.
Even then, if it wasn't, I could just make a platform over. I can then lift the platform up and over the ice and make a bridge.
Yeah. No problem.
And I'm not saying like we're going to do this the entire length of this thing, but like between these little platforms that you see, that we would normally have to hop over, just obviate the need to hop.
That's a 19 on your wisdom save, Laura.
Thank you. The sword vanishes.
And then we basically using that as an excuse to go continue downstream as opposed to going back upstream.
I will go ahead and say that you can move downstream so long as you're careful, which you will be. You can move downstream without having to make any checks. So go ahead and pick up your minis, and you can move along the river downstream until you get back to the room that you were at before.
Cool.
Hey.
So before we start wandering downstream, I'm going to lash Charlotte to me. Not in really close, but with the rope, just in case if you fall or go sucked down the tunnel or something, so that
Is this about the water polo tournament that I almost drowned at in second year? Because I've gotten a lot better since then.
No, you were doing great at that, actually. No, this is because Meepo almost drowned.
Oh, that's fair.
And he's already walked down.
I do have an idea for that too. If anyone got swept away, I could quicken a spell and turn the wall behind the water behind them into ice and the water in front of them into steam. And thus that would have they would have just fallen into an empty space.
Yeah, cook them like crab legs. It'll be fine.
That's great. It'll do well. Yes.
A nice sauna.
That is not how it works.
That's exactly how that would happen.
So
I was behind you and suddenly
yes.
everything in front of you is just unbreathable air.
The problem is that turning air into steam should require heat, but because it's magic, it doesn't. I'm going to step in here and say, you're back at the cave that you were at when you reached the very bottom of the stairs. There are a few possible exits. There's the one that you just came down, of course. And that river, that stream continues at high velocity down to the south and through a cave to the south there. There are also...
In that case...
I'm not done describing! And to the east, there is a tunnel that goes off to the northeast and to the southeast. What's up?
In that case, if it's going to keep whipping down, can we be on the other side of the river?
Yes, you are 100% allowed to, instead of this side of the river, be on the other side, so that you don't have to make any more athletics checks. Yes, that's fine.
So I forgot the one last thing when we get up in the morning and there's the impossibly large dwarven corpse, is if we can find any like identifying jewelry or parts of the clothing that's still left, like little like, you know,
like if his armor's carved any specific way.
Yeah, any sort of history to tell us who this guy might have been.
The armor might have been leather, but like this is an old corpse. Like,
so no identifying anything.
No, unfortunately,
Okay.
you can't tell anything other than that the bones are dwarven in shape.
Okay.
Yeah, no heraldry. Good call, Lionar, but nothing that makes
nothing that would allow me to make a history check.
No, sadly not.
All right.
Is dwarf.
Well, hey, at least we know there were dwarves here at some point.
So, what do we do now, my friends? We've got about a half an hour before we're going to take our first break, so where are we at?
We can either travel east or south, it looks like.
I mean, this one is right here.
You're just saying that because you are physically closest to it.
Do you have a better reason?
So are
No,
you.
Not at all. It's fine.
Should I send swoops like 25 feet out ahead just to check for people?
I'm gonna start walking down.
Swoops, go!
You still have control over your minis. Like,
Yes.
you can, again, so long as you move sort of at a fairly slow walking pace.
I'm getting really good results on my dark vision. Holy crap.
I know, right? So, really quick, I'm going to go ahead and pause you right where you're at, wherever you stand right now. That includes swoops.
That was amazing.
Calder.
That was great.
Specifically Calder only. You have a very long range of vision right now.
Yes.
You see, do you see in the very, 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 not upper right, but lower right, there's a cavern there?
Okay.
You see, and I'm only going to describe it, I'm not going to put it down. You see, 4, like, orc, like, scouts that are sneaking around. And you see them because you have dark vision that goes out to 120 feet. And they're sneaking around, and like they're clearly exploring, right? They're looking around and they're like, oh, what's that? What's that? And then as you're watching, a globe of darkness, boom, drops on top of them. You know what a globe of darkness looks like.
Uh-huh. Someone else's globe of darkness.
It is someone else's globe of darkness, and I'm going to ask you really fast if you are going to engage in what is to come, because it will only last 1 round at most.
I am not likely to interfere, but I am now glancing, trying to. I might get like slightly closer to get a better vantage to find a possible source of that globe.
Give me a sneak check, please.
Sure.
And actually, take advantage on it because of how far away you are.
Okay.
And how they're not paying attention to you.
I'll take the 21.
Yeah, that's totally fair. So yeah, the globe of darkness persists for 6 to 12 seconds and then vanishes, and there are 4 orc bodies on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's that fast. The globe of darkness drops, boom, the orcs are dead. I'll go ahead and turn the stage back to you all.
So, do I watch Calder like
I will like get a very concerned look on my face and move ahead, like because it only lasts a few seconds. I probably don't have enough time to say anything really. But I have like a very pensive and very concerned look on my face.
Okay. While he like apparently gets like that, I'm gonna like wander around down this way.
Go for it. I do not have the copyright I will get DMCA'd if I use Drizzt. All of you, just stop. I do not want to get sued.
Call him Drost.
I do not want R.A. Salvatore to sue my ass. I already used Warmbow, and thankfully that's a small thing.
Like I said, you could just change one of the letters to literally any other letter.
So
that way it's legally distinct.
Quick question, and this is actually a good question because I don't know how Calder would react. Does Calder call out what just happened? I mean, there are a bunch of orc bodies just sitting on the floor, but they're outside of everyone else's field of vision.
I have concerns, but I wouldn't.
Brisket, I swear to God, Kiss.
I don't think. I think that Calder would tell everyone what just happened. Yeah, a bunch of orcs just died. Died badly.
All loud or wait till everybody catches up and
I
then
am
say
whispering because somebody just killed a bunch of orcs and it wasn't us.
Swoops lands on your horns and just kind of hangs there.
I like Swoops has blind sense, so when I click on Swoops, there's this blue effect that happens.
Right.
It's so cool. I love Fantasy Grounds, really.
It's seriously, it's having tried Roll20 recently, this has been a glowing endorsement for Fantasy Grounds.
So
they're both good, but they have different things that makes them good.
Absolutely. You still have you all still have total control over your characters. You can move, just do so at a walking pace, please. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I mean, I'm gonna keep exploring because I'm stupid and nobody can stop me.
In which direction? Fantastic. There are a lot of directions you can explore. So, Lore, as you get there, you see. First off, there are a couple of exits going to the north that you can see. And right. There are a couple of exits to the southeast that you can't quite see yet, but Calder can.
I mean, there's space over there, yeah. I mean, it's not like Calder is straight up mapping everything. I gotta look for myself.
Can you tell me can you tell me where the orc corpses are?
The orc corpses. Hold on. They are. I'm trying to switch to drawing, but give me a sec. I'm gonna unlock it, and I'm gonna.
But I will try to stop Lore from getting too far ahead because Drow.
I'm putting an X on the map.
That's kind of racist, buddy.
I'm putting an X on the map where the bodies are.
Thank you.
Saw, there was a globe of darkness, and then there were orc corpses. We're already underground. That is not racist. That is a reasonable.
No, that's super racist.
Oh God.
I turned to Meepo. Do you speak Undercommon?
No, Meepo stays up near the surface. Meepo doesn't like the sun so much, but the Underdark.
Clarion?
I speak Elvish. I don't speak Underdark. This is not good, though. Not good at all.
I took Fantasy Latin. I mean Draconic.
Given the Meepo is it's not Fantasy Latin. It's a living language. He speaks it.
No, I'm sorry. I've seen the tomes. It's definitely Fantasy Latin.
Yes.
Fantasy Latin is not a dead language.
All right. So what are we doing? There are a bunch of orc corpses. There are a bunch of exits. There are a lot of places you could go.
I'm gonna look south a bit. I know that the orc corpses are someplace else, but I'm gonna look south because I'm further south. I will of course watch Calder run around in a circle first because it's funny to me.
Well, I'm running around.
Then I will.
I'm running around Swoops because Swoops was flying around me.
He's on your horns right now. You're just
when I can see the orc corpses, I will walk up to them.
Yeah, so there are definitely some corpses there, and the first thing you notice when you get up there is they are all missing their right hand. The second thing you notice is going to require a survival check.
I will take a survival check.
I'm not going to require a check for you to know that all of these orcs are missing hands.
Amazing. Okay, so my first thought is, nice. Good for them. Smart choices.
It is incredible how there are no tracks but orc tracks in the area.
That's legit.
Like with that 18 that you just got, no problem. It's not just I can't find tracks. It's there are no tracks but the orc tracks.
So here's a question. Are we leaving tracks?
You are leaving tracks at the moment, yes.
Because there's like a level of
There's
dust.
some dust and there's some dirt and there's some, yeah, this is a natural space. So you are definitely
Okay, so
leaving a trace.
When the group gets back up to us, and I'm like, okay, very obvious wizard did this.
Yeah, I can cast darkness. Not they, but I can.
But okay, but like there's no tracks. Wizards can float. A wizard did this.
I mean, I climbed on the walls earlier.
Simple and easy. It's not a drow.
Drow can be wizards.
Hmm?
Drow can
Yes,
be
drow
wizards.
can be wizards, and so can literally everyone else if they try hard enough. It is literally just studying. I know this. I have a degree.
The more you say that, the less I believe you, Laura.
I carry it with me, like I do.
You would.
I do.
Are we trying to sneak?
No.
No,
Okay.
frankly, we're bad.
Hello?
Hello.
Whoever
Hello.
just killed these orcs. Hi.
Whoever just killed these orcs, hi. Whoever just killed the orcs, hi. Whoever
Wanna
just killed the
talk?
orcs, hi. Wanna talk.
Oh gosh.
Are you a wizard?
Wizard.
You a
Wizard. Nothing. You get no response.
I'm gonna poke at the orcs to see if they got anything else on them.
Yeah, they've got some copper on them.
Go.
It's you get a handful of pennies. I'll put it into the you know, the
I pick
thing.
them up and like I look at Calder. It's like, should we keep this or should we give them to the wizard when we find him or her?
You said their hands are missing, right?
Yeah, the right hand is missing on each one.
They're getting.
So it must be someone who knows about the bounty.
Yeah,
So it must be someone who can go into town.
that's true.
For a second, Swoops like freaks out and is like, wait, oh wait, never mind. Like Swoops thought that he saw echolocated something for a second, and it's gone though. Like clearly there wasn't actually anything there.
I telepathically talked to Swoops. What do you think that might have been, hypothetically?
I don't know. It looked like. No, there was a vibration. I thought it was. No, it was nothing. It was nothing. I thought I saw, heard, sensed something, but I think I didn't.
How tall are the ceilings here?
Pretty tall. The ceiling in this area is probably a good solid 40 feet up.
But so Swoops could see with his echolocation up to the top of the ceiling in this room.
Echolocation goes up to 60 feet, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, then yes.
Okay. There's
No,
nothing right above us?
Swoops is 100% certain that he didn't actually see anything that was there. He just freaked out for a second. He's fine.
Buddy, I know I burned you to death yesterday, but like, gotta get your nerves under control, okay?
I can see a really long passageway to our southeast.
Indeed.
Okay. I mean,
So actually, and I'm going to go back to the table really quick. So Calder, from where you're seeing, actually the south passage there splits. There is a to the right and to the left. There's the one that goes straight forward. But if you can see, there is also another passage that goes off to the left. And as you get closer to that area, there's a really like dank, not like meme dank, but like dank kind of smell that you're getting as you head in that direction.
I mean, are we done? Are we talking dank as in orcish cooking or dank as in corpses?
Dank as in fungus.
Moldy moss
And mold,
on the walls.
yeah.
Oh, right. Right. Underdark. Fuck.
But it doesn't.
I
It,
really
like
don't think this is considered the Underdark. We are literally one level underground in a very obvious dwarven cave mind thing.
Yeah, and we're in a mountain, so aren't we like actually above
But
like
yeah,
sea level at this point?
I would under no circumstance consider this Underdark. I'm gonna start walking down that passageway.
Okay, please do
Lower
so.
it up.